Hi, I'm Laura Benko, and today I'm with Miss Mind Body, Kate Hanley. Kate is a stress expert and the author of the Anywhere, Anytime Chill Guide. Kate, welcome. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
I read your book and I love it. You developed some really practical strategies for dealing with everyday frustrations. What inspired you to write this book?
Well, they always tell you to write what you know, and as a mom, a New Yorker, and an entrepreneur, I know stress quite well.
I bet.
And so I wanted to show busy people how they could do simple self-care practices, even if they only have 30 seconds to spare, that would help them feel more grounded and less frazzled. I call it bite-sized serenity.
I like that. And I noticed that some of these tips are kind of unusual, like when you're stuck in traffic or in a crowded elevator.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about those.
Well, why don't we go sit down and I can show you.
Okay.
So when you're in a crowded elevator, it's easy to feel claustrophobic, like the walls are closing in on you. So the tip that I like to use in that situation is to think about lifting the very back of your neck straight up. And when you do that, it's very subtle, so no one will think you're crazy, which is good, but it elongates your spine to its longest length, which creates space in the torso and allows the lungs to inflate deeply, which deepens the breath, which also promotes relaxation.
What about while you're in traffic?
Oh, that's the worst. When you're sitting in traffic, you really want to be moving forward, but you're just forced to sit still. So I like to bring a little movement into the body to help the stress move along, and by doing something called shoulder bounces. So you have your hands on the wheel. You think about lifting your shoulders up to your ears as you inhale, and then as you exhale, you let those shoulders drop. And you do it really dramatically. Lift it up and let it drop, imagining the stress just pouring down into the floor and out of your body.
I like that one. Now, what about road rage? If someone just cut you off and you're stuck in traffic and you wanted to scream at them, why not?
Well, the problem with that is that it gives the green light to your nervous system to react in anger to any little slight, any little annoyance, and that can really, derail your good feelings. So road rage, again, I like to bring movement back into the body and to accentuate that feeling of anger and stress. So once you notice it, you can then let it go. So you're holding onto the steering wheel again. You clench your jaw and squeeze your eyes closed, of course, if you're stopped. As you inhale, and then as you exhale, you release that effort. And then again, you inhale and bring the shoulders up, really tighten the neck as much as you possibly can, and then exhale, let that go. And then you can squeeze the steering wheel, clench up your arms, exhale and release that. Tighten your abdomen and draw your navel in as much as you can, and then exhale, let that go. And keep working down through the body all the way to your feet.
You have a stress headache. What do you do?
Well, in traditional Chinese medicine, they believe that headaches are caused by too much energy getting trapped up in your head. So what you want to do is send a message to your body to send that energy downward. And you do that by pressing an acupressure point in your hand. You extend all 5 fingers, and at the base of the little mound of flesh where your thumb and index finger meet, that's where you want to press. And you apply steady but gentle pressure. You're not trying to inflict pain on yourself. You're just sending a message to your body, like I said. And you hold that for 1 to 2 minutes, relaxing, breathing naturally, and then release and do the other hand.
I like that. Kate, I love how all of your stress-busting strategies are not the cliched, take a deep breath and go to a happy place. You have developed some really kind of unusual tips, but what would you say is your greatest stress-relieving tip?
I like to tell people, anytime you're in a stressful situation, you need to energize, you need to get grounded, simply put the soles of both feet on the floor. Every major mind-body tradition considers the earth to be a source of stability and strength, and we spend most of our time hovering a few inches above it, sitting in a car, sleeping in bed. So you're sitting at the conference table, you're getting stressed out, you're having a difficult conversation with your spouse. Yes, if you can, kick your shoes off and place your feet flat on the floor. It's like plugging into an electrical socket. It's grounding, but it's also subtly energizing.
I like it. I'm keeping my feet planted on the ground. Thank you, Kate, for all of your information today. I really learned a lot. Thanks for being with us today. I'm Laura Benko, and for more information, go to liveituptvshow.com.